There's things that I recall from my high school days, like even when I treated, someone badly, that still to this day
kind of thing
hurts. It hurts. Even though I was just a kid, it was like, damn, why did I make that choice? Why did I do it that way?
Yeah.
And if there was any one person I would like to go back and like make amends with, it's that person. At the same time, it's also why I'm so happy that I made other choices with other people, because they still remember me in that light because of that one thing that where I stood up for the right reason or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Even if I were the worst person in the world, they remember me for that.
Right.
Because it was at that important time in their life, right? That very developmental time in their life. But
and we talked last night at our little reunion that we had. We talked a little bit about accountability.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about how you make choices and that eventually you look back at the choices and have to take accountability for the sum of those. Is that kind of what we were getting at, would you say?
Well, I mean, I just think in general, it's you lose power by not taking accountability.
So you're saying I shouldn't eat the lunch lady's carrot cake every day?
I mean, if it's bad for
was
you.
Was that in the show?
No, I'm trying to segue it back to Foodzilla.
He's trying to get into this. He's like, man, I'm not into this get the therapy shit going on. Well, hold on. Before we go down to the carrot cake that you shouldn't eat, man. Actually, you should eat a lot of carrot cake.
What about the chili?
We're trying to get some weight on these bones over here. But what I was going to say is, like, as artists, I think one of the things that stood between the two of you is you guys were very different artist types.
Yeah.
Like, it was vastly different. And it was so obvious from just from the surface level.
Yeah.
You were, again, theater trained, Broadway, very astute. And Shia, his whole thing was completely different.
Chaos. He was perfect chaos.
That's the thing that was so interesting about being on that show with that kid, was that like it was just shit, fuck, bombs everywhere. And I'm like,
he was a
like,
mess.
yo, this kid's crazy.
He was fucking crazy.
And awesome and fun and to watch. And you couldn't,
he was joyful.
There was no controlling it, but that was what made it so unique and refreshing and fun to watch, is that it was unrefined. And the problem is the two of you were so opposite in that regard that I honestly don't think that there was, like, as actors, when you work with someone that, like one of my good friends, Tom Martin, I loved working with this guy. Loved it because we had this energy that when we got on stage together, it was bombastic. It was fire. Like, and we knew how to get each other going, and everyone felt it. You guys never had the opportunity to connect in that way because you were so different. But now maybe that clash made it work for the roles.
It did.
Unfortunately, it just didn't work for your personal connection.
Oh man.
And so I don't think the respect was ever there for you guys. But again, it goes back to you were kids.
Exactly.
What did you respect at that time? How did you even know?
I guess what you look at it like then in then we can get back to the lunch lady stuff, is that you have two kids in an adult environment. And so you have a situation where we are these critical roles, I would say, next to the other members of the family, but we're these two critical roles as a protagonist, antagonist, sort of consistently enough.
Yeah.
Where it's not quite animosity, but the difference is sort of rewarded in a way. If you're a child, you're like, well, okay, he can be chaotic around set, but then I've been cast in this role where I need to be very, very good and very professional, and I need to know my lines. So then you get to the point where you're like, well, he'll get away with anything on set, and he'll get away with blah, blah, blah. But so it's like the family dynamics
totally
end up happening,
carrying over to real life almost. Yeah,
but so you don't really know the difference. But I do. And that is is really just. It's
I felt that with my sisters. My sisters always did the right thing. They were always studious, and I was the kid who never wanted to go to church. I was the kid who got kicked out of school. I was the kid.
Did your mom call you Nikki?
Oh yeah, I was Nikki.
Nikki,
I was
we
Nikki.
go to church.
And then what's crazy is, coming from my family, like, I never realized this. I never got confirmed. Which, I was raised Catholic.
You know who my godfather is?
Who?
Well, I have two godfathers. One is Senator Chris Dodd of Connecticut, but the other one is Sean McNamara.
Oh,
I've heard that. Yeah, I think you told me
confirmed.
that once. Yeah.
When I was confirmed, yeah.
So I never got confirmed, and I didn't realize that. But out of 9 kids, I think that by the time they got to me at number 7, I was so resistant to it.
They're tired.
They just gave up,
They're
and I'm
tired.
like, how did my parents not force me to do that? I mean, I'm not a practicing Catholic, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I know how important it is to my family. The point is, my sisters did everything right. So you guys had that dynamic together.
Yeah, it was it was dressed in an adult working environment. So that's
Yeah.
what made it kind of like, In some ways, he was more professional than me. I'm saying.
Mhm.
Because,
What do you mean by that?
Because honestly, I couldn't divorce myself from the moment. For me, when I was in the moment loving him as the sister, like I was in it for real. And so when they would call cut and then it would feel like that wasn't cumulative, like it wouldn't build over time, I think I was hurt
It
over
bothered
time.
you. It bothered you that you weren't earning his
Respect.
Respect. That's what it is.
That's what it was.
That's wild because like after Even Stevens, it's like, okay, this is a job. I'm not here to make friends. I don't give a fuck about relationships.
After Even Stevens?
Yeah.
You're saying you didn't
At the
care
ripe
about whether or
age of
not
9?
you had relationships with us or not?
Well, no, after when I saw you guys every day, it's a little hard
So
not to.
that keychain you gave me is bullshit, is what you're saying?
Oh no, come on, Nick. Don't get all
Castmates once,
sensitive
friends
in your
forever.
feelings. No. It's different when you see somebody every day on a set like Even Stevens, you become very acquainted. Versus, on a movie or, something else you don't feel that, closeness or
it's
attachment to.
consistency. Sure,
It becomes, it's a job.
Mhm.
And in a way, God,
A job quite like a cafeteria lady.
quite like a cafeteria
Oh
lady.
my gosh,
You know?
you guys, we did it.
We did it. Yes.
I'm not sure how successful
you-
that was. But.
becomes
I
routine.
love awkward segues.
Where a job becomes a routine, like eating.
Oh.
And it's like you're forcing yourself to do these things even though I'm not hungry.
And it's really difficult when you come back to the cafeteria expecting to see someone who you've seen every day for years.
And it's like,
and
oh.
suddenly,
Oh God,
They're
it's
gone.
Nick again.
I know they're
He's still
gone.
here.
Now
yeah,
you
they're
have
gone.
a new. Those who have watched the episode know what I'm talking about.
That's what happens. Yeah, guys. So basically,
yes.
she leaves, and then he feels really guilty, right? Louis feels really guilty, and then we get her back. How do we get her back?
No, you don't get her back.
How do I give her a makeover?
No. So you guys go. What happens is she quits the job because she can't handle the pressure and kind of like the cruelty of the kids calling her Foodzilla.
Yo, middle school kids are the
Oh yeah.
Kids.
Oh yeah. And so then you guys track her down. You go to the house, and you find out that she's an aspiring yodeler.
Mm-hmm.
But she doesn't have quite the right look for it, I guess.
Mhm.
And so your solution is to give her a nice little makeover, which again is, it's really funny. Like watching these shows, I'm laughing. Like
It holds up.
The buzzsaw. I still remember the buzzsaw with the
with her
sparks and the
toes?
toenails.
Oh my God, I
Oh,
remember
God.
all these things.
Yeah.
The CGI sparks.
I gotta ask Wendy, did she go method for the role?
Oh yeah, she grew the toenails out and everything.
Dude, that's I mean,
those were real toenails.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And the unibrow
We didn't
was
have-
also real.
we didn't have
Again,
the budget
props
for
to
that
the
shit.
props team.
Yeah.
We were
Props to the
Disney.
props.
No, we didn't have the budget for that shit. She went
Yeah.
method.
No, that was funny. And then and then lo and behold, she marries the
With her new glam makeover, she marries the janitor.
janitor.
Mhm, They run away to Vegas. And
There's a better word for it. What's the word?
Elopes.
Custodian.
Okay. Elopes
She-
with the custodian.
She elopes with the custodian.
Got it.
PC.
And as we discovered, that was her first on-screen kiss ever.
No, I didn't know that. She
Yeah,
said that?
She said
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that was her first on-screen.
They kiss?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they kissed at the very end.
Oh my gosh.
When I saw that, I thought, oh wow, we got some kissing on Disney Channel.
On ES.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's hysterical. She's
It
a
just
bigger
turned- it
lady.
just- our show just turned PG-13.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. Yeah, they did used to have. You remember when we started the show, they didn't have any of those like kid suggestions that they used to pop up. Like then towards the end of it, I think there was a suggestion of rating. Like that would pop up.
TVY7
Oh,
or
yeah,
14.
you
Remember
or-
when they started? It was like the Wild West
Did
of
we
programming.
not have that?
Nope, not in the beginning. For
Interesting.
sure not. For sure not. That was something that was a
Came later.
new development. Yeah.
I think wasn't Ren and Stimpy the reason?
Oh gosh,
I
was
th-
it?
I-
Ren and Stimpy came before us though. That was in the
Yeah,
90s.
No, because it was. I believe it was Ren and Stimpy that was a reason that was on there, and they showed like a red butt. If I remember right, my memory is. I think that was it.
Okay.
They showed like the devil's butt, and like that was the
Ren and Stimpy was wild.
Yeah, that was a.
Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Even More Stevens podcast. For full episodes, check us out on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or wherever you get podcasts.